In this video, we are going to continue our order to cash process with the determination of the GL account needed to post the goods issue. Then we are going to proceed from there. Welcome to another video in the SAP configuration from zero playlist, where we choose specific business processes and we configure them from zero until we are able to do all the steps of the process. We started the playlist with the procure to pay process, where we posted our purchase order, goods receipt, and then supplier invoice. And then we moved to the order to cash process. We started with the sales order creation. We had to create our master data. Then we posted our outbound delivery, and we are now posting a goods issue. And we stopped in the last video when we got this error: account determination for entry is not possible. If you would like to learn from this playlist, then I recommend that you follow the videos in the same sequence that I published. And to do this, I have created a map that you can follow. So you can go to my website, galalconsulting.com, and then go to courses, SAP configuration course. And from here, you will be able to find all the videos that I have created in the playlist so far. Any yellow box is a video that you have to watch, and any blue box is a deep dive video that you can watch if you would like to learn more about specific topics. If you scroll down, you are going to find the last video that we did was configure shipping points. This is what we did in the last video. And today we continue with the account determination. If you are watching this video in the future, then I hope there will be many other more videos. Now let's go back to SAP GUI and continue our process. So the error we have here says that account determination is missing for this combination of entries. The first one is our chart of accounts. Second one is transaction. Third one is grouping, so the valuation grouping. This is the key VX, and the last one is the valuation class. If you have already watched the material management account determination playlist that I have on the channel, I have published it a long time ago, then you completely understand all of this, because in the other playlist, I've explained really from zero everything related to the account determination. I'm going to leave you a link to this deep dive playlist in the diagram on the website. And for our video today, in order to continue our process, I'll just get directly to the point and maintain the missing account. So in order to maintain this missing account determination, we can click here on proceed, but remember this combination, okay? AG00, GBB-0001, VAX 3100. Now let's go here to proceed. Okay, cancel. And then we can go here to account assignment. And this is where we can maintain our account determination. But if you do not know what is the meaning of GBB-VAX, so we need the help documentation to be able to understand what this is. So let's go through the SAP configuration menu. So go to SAP reference IMG. Here let's go to material management, valuation and account assignment, account determination without wizard, and then here we have define valuation classes, group together, scroll down, configure automatic postings. So this is the same transaction that SAP has opened for us a minute ago. Now, if I want to understand the keys that are inside, then we have to check the help documentation here. And this is one of the best documentations I found in SAP configuration. It really explains all the different keys inside, because without this document, we wouldn't be able to understand what is the meaning of VAX or GBB or so on. And these are standard values. So let's scroll down. Here you can see all the different keys and transactions that are available. So we have DEL, DIF, etc. So let's go down to GBB. So GBB is for offsetting entry of a stock posting, which means that we have a debit or a credit to a stock account, but then the other side of the entry is maintained in GBB. So we have AUA, AUF. The one we are looking for is VAX. You see here, VAX is for goods issue for sales orders without account assignment object. The account is not a cost element. So this is the account used for goods issue of a normal item that's being issued of the warehouse or of the storage location. And this should be our cost of goods sold account. This is why we always say you must have some accounting understanding in order to become an SAP FICO consultant. So when we are issuing a product from our storage location, the credit is our stock account, inventory stock account, and the debit is always our cost of goods sold account. So here we are going to maintain our cost of goods sold. So what we need to do first is to create the cost of goods sold account, right? So now let's go here, /o fs00. And I'm going to check if we already have a cost of goods sold account in our chart account. And then we can see if we can copy it to our company code. So let's look here. So we have cost of goods sold finished goods. I can use this one, or maybe you can define another one and we can call it trading goods. But if I use this one, 350,000. This one is not yet created in our company code AG60. So I'm going to create it as a copy from my other company code. And we can look together into the nature of this account. So the cost of goods sold account is a primary cost of revenue. It's a P&L account. It belongs to the expenses group in my configuration, in my chart account. And then here's the description, cost of goods sold finished goods. If I go to control data, we can see the currency, EUR, nothing else is maintained. And then here in the create bank interest, very important to maintain the correct field status group. And for cost of goods sold, the field status group is G003. This is the standard field status group to be used with material consumption accounts. I have not changed anything in this configuration. And then we save. So now we have the account that we are going to maintain in the configuration. Let's switch back. Start the transaction. Cancel all of these warning messages. Go to account assignment. So now according to the error message, we had to go to GBB. So scroll down, GBB, chart of accounts AG00, which is also mentioned in the error message. So I'm going to add a new entry, valuation modification 0001, according to the error message that we received. General modification is VAX, valuation class 3100 from our material master data, and the account we are going to use is this one, 350,000, debit and credit. Now we have maintained our entry. We can scroll up to see where it is. Here is our entry. So now we have maintained our account determination for the goods issue. Let's save, add it to a transport request. Okay, and let's go back. So now we go back to our goods issue transaction. And again, let's post our goods issue. Deficit of SL unrestricted, use 20 pieces for the material 961, plant AG60, storage location AG61. The meaning of this error is we do not have enough stock. Now we are trying to issue a material that we do not have in stock. Remember that we created this material together, so it has zero stock. We did not manufacture it, we did not buy it, so there's no stock to be issued. This is the error we are getting. It's not a configuration error, it is a business process error. We do not have any stock. Now, when we are testing any process for sales, we do not have the time to go and create real process to procure some materials. So what we do is we post initial stock to this item. I'm talking about our testing systems. We never do this in real life. So what we do is we go to transaction in MIGO to post a goods receipt. And we post an initial stock upload or initial stock balance. So here go to goods receipt. From here you go to other. And then you choose the movement type 561, initial entry of stock balance. Then here we can insert our material code 961. We insert our storage location and our plant. So the storage location is AG61. The plant is AG60. And we can insert the quantity we want. So let's say I'm going to receive 200 pieces of this material. Now let's do check. Account determination for entry GBB-0001 BSA 3100 is not possible. So now I'm trying to post an initial stock upload. So this will be a debit to our stock account and a credit to an account that we have to set in configuration. Normally it will be a balance sheet account for stock upload. This is the transaction we actually use during the migration to a real system to upload the stock balances. So now the error is saying that for the chart of account AG00, GBB 0001. So whenever you see GBB, this is the offsetting stock entry. So we have stock somewhere in the entry, and then this is the other account. And then this is for the key BSA with 3,100. So now we need an account for initial stock upload. Let's click on OK. I'm going to create another account for initial stock upload. So go back to FS00. Let's check if we have already an account in our chart of accounts for the initial stock upload. We already have one, inventory initial material. So I'm going to use this one. So I'm going to create it with a reference to my other company code. So this is a balance sheet account. I have created a specific account group for all the system accounts because this is not a real business account. It's only used for specific system purposes. And then we have inventory initial material description, control data. This is EUR. We don't have anything else. Create bank interest. This is a material account. So I use the field states group G006, standard configuration. Now let's save. And this is our account. So I'm going to copy this number. And now let's go to OBYC and maintain the account. So go to GBB. Chart of account AG00. And I need to maintain a new entry for the grouping 0001, valuation modification BSA. Let's confirm this from the error message. So here's our error message. Yeah, so this is BSA. So BSA valuation class 3,100, and our account is this one. Enter. So now we have maintained the entry for the initial stock upload with the valuation class for our grouping. Now let's save and go back to the transaction, post, and we get this error. Missing connection of material 961 implant AG60 to the material ledger. If we open this help message, it doesn't really say much. When creating or changing the material valuation view, you encounter the error the material is not connected to the material ledger. Get contact with SAP support. This is actually an error that we cannot resolve. The reason we get this error is because when we created the material, so if I go now to the material master data just to show you, so /OMM03, and let's display our material. So here, and let's go to the accounting view. You see here the price determination and the ML active are not checked. This means that this material is not activated for material ledger. This means the material cannot be used. These fields are filled automatically when we create the material when the plant is activated for the material ledger. But because when we created this material, the quantity and the value update configuration was not done, SAP considered that this item has no value and no quantity, so it did not activate it for material ledger, and it did not insert the price determination. So now these two are not filled, and there is actually no way to change this. So if I go here to and if I try to change the material /NMM02 and then press enter, choose the views, okay, and then press enter again. So now I'm changing the material master data. If we go to accounting, you can see these two fields are not modifiable. So there is actually no straightforward way to do this. The only way to do it is by editing tables or contacting SAP. So very complicated measures that are not supposed to be done by anyone who is testing in the system or someone who is learning. So for this reason, we will have to scrap this material completely. So I'm not going to use it in the demo anymore, but we are going to create a new one. And when we create a new material now, these two will be automatically filled because we have maintained the configuration step where we activated for our material type the quantity and the value update. If you remember, we did this in the last video. So now if I try to create a new material /NMM01, exactly of the same type as the one that we created before. So the material type, HAWA, trading material, trading goods, industry, mechanical engineering. So the exact same values. And then we choose the same views. So we have basic data, sales organization. We do not need purchasing. We keep MRP, general plant storage and accounting, enter. Then we have our plant, storage location, sales organization, distribution channel, okay. And here let's maintain the description as trading good 2. So the unit of measure is piece. We maintain exactly the same values as the last time. So here the output tax 0, and this one is A. Enter. Nothing is mandatory. Gross weight 1 and 1. Enter. MRP type is ND, and then MRP3, nothing to be done. Plant data storage 1, plant data storage 2. Accounting, you see now ML active is automatically checked and the price determination is filled as 2. This is what was missing in the last material, and the last material was not checked automatically because we have not configured the material type, quantity, and value update before creating the material. So now I hope you understand why this happens. So now that it's activated, this material will work fine, but the other material that we created before cannot be used. And even if this happened in real life, I would follow the exact same practice. I'm going to cancel the other material or just mark it for deletion, change the description and keep it aside. And I'm going to create a new one because this material anyway has no stock and has no transaction. We were not able to do anything. Yeah, we do have a sales order that was created with the material. In this case, we'll have to redo the whole thing. But as you see now, the other material can no longer be used. Now we had to create a new one, which is 963. And this one is the one that we are going to use in the demo from now on. It has ML active and it has the price determination selected. So now the valuation class is 3100. And then we use the standard costing. And the standard price would be the same as the other one. I believe it was 100. So let's keep it as is. And then we save. So now the standard price is 100 for one piece. Material ledger activated. Transaction base selected. Save. So now we have our material. We have to repeat the whole thing. So it will be quick this time because we already have no other errors. So /NVA01. We insert the order type and the sales area as before. Enter. We insert the customer number. Now the material will be 963. Here we maintain the customer reference, the payment terms, Incoterms, location, delivering plant, and then here we maintain the quantity. So let's say 200. And here we maintain the plant AG60, okay. And the storage location. We need to maintain the price also. So the amount is 150 EUR. This is the price. Now let's go to the details. Go to shipping, storage location. We already have our shipping point, schedule lines. Let's move it to 25. Now let's save. So now we have created our sales order 714. Let's deliver it. 714, we have the date here, okay. We go to the right to pick the quantity. So pick the quantity is 200 also. So this time we have 200 pieces. Post goods issue. And we have our deficit. Now let's post our initial stock upload /OMIGO. And we go to goods receipt, other initial entry of stock balance 561, 963. Okay, quantity, let's say that we are going to receive 2000 units. Piece in storage location AG61. Now let's check. Document is okay and post. And here we get another account determination error that entry is missing for AG00BSX with the valuation class 3100. BSX is for the inventory accounts. So we have not assigned an inventory account to trading goods. Now let's go and create our GL account. So FS00. And let's see if we already have an account for trading goods in our chart of accounts. enter. And then here we have finished goods stock. We have finished goods share table. We do not have any, we have raw material stock. There is no trading material stock. So we can create one. I'm going to copy this one. And let's call it 134,000. Create with a template from 133,000 in AG00. So now I'm copying the GL account. So this way I guarantee that I have the correct fields. And I'm just going to change the description. So trading stock. Trading stock. And if we go here to control data, we have the currency, bank interest, we have material accounts, G006, and post automatically only. So there is our GL account. Now let's save. And we need to maintain it in account determination. Okay. So we go to /n OBYC, same account determination transaction that we used before. And this time we are maintaining BSX. So let's go down. Here it is, inventory posting. And here, as you see, we do not have any entry for 3,100 trading goods. This is coming from the material master data, and we have to assign a GL account. If you want to understand more and dive deeper into the account determination, watch the other playlist for the account determination, okay? Now I'm moving fast to finish our process. So let's press on enter and save. And now let's go back to our transaction and again post. So now finally we have posted some stock and we have stock of this material now. So we can go ahead and post our goods issue. So we have 2,000 in our storage location. So here's the transaction where we're posting the outbound delivery goods issue. And we had this error before that there is a deficit in the stock. Now let's try again. And now it's working fine. So outbound delivery material document has been created. Okay. Now let's go to outbound delivery display. We can go from here to the history. So now we have our sales order number 714. We have our outbound delivery 847, and we have a goods issue document. This was missing the last time. So if I double click here, we can display the document. And from here we can go to document info, FI documents. And here is our accounting entry. So now we have issued 200 units, and you can see the accounts that we maintained. So we have the cost of goods sold account that we maintained together, and we have our trading stock account that we just maintained now. So we have BSX and GBB 20,000 and 20,000 because the quantity is 200 multiplied by 100 as a price. So now we have been able to finally post our outbound delivery and our goods issue. We have the material document and we have the accounting entry. The next step in the process is to post the customer billing document. This video is not easy. We have faced a lot of errors. We had to redo the whole thing because of the error with the material ledger for the material, but I hope this was a good experience for you. So in this video, we have posted together an outbound delivery and we have posted the goods issue. We have seen different errors related to account determination for the inventory account and for the cost of goods sold account and for the initial balance or initial stock upload account. We have also seen together an error that happened because we created the material before we configured the quantity and value update for the material type. I hope this was a useful experience to you. And this is it for the video today. Now to your homework, you have to go to your SAP S/4HANA system and do the same steps we did. I hope that you try to avoid the errors that we have done. So try to configure the quantity and value update before you create the material. So this way you do not have to repeat the whole process as we did. If you would like to get access to an SAP S/4HANA testing system, then you can go to my website, galalconsulting.com/SAP access, and you will find all the details on how to subscribe to the same SAP S/4HANA server that I am using. Also, do not forget to check the course map that's available on the website also under courses, SAP configuration course. This is available to everyone. You do not need to subscribe or to create an account on the website. Go to the page and you will find the diagram. So here you can find all the videos I have created in this playlist so far, and in the future you will find more videos. This is it for the video for today. Do not forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video with your connections, leave me your comments, If you would like to support this effort and get access to the member exclusive videos, documents, and our private Slack community, then you can check the channel membership program. Go to the link youtube.com/@abdullahjalal/join and you'll find all the details. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon.